The first question I would like to be addressed is one, how much has been voted and spent on research by the present administration in the area of human and material resources? And what is the outcome of this research? And of what relevance is this research? Why I'm asking this question is because we have all noticed that Nigerian economy is of a great decline. And this is actually time for we to put on our thinking cap and provide solutions, workable solutions, solutions that will make us relevant. We are all seeking for political appointments here and there just because we want to sit in that position. Have we ever thought that if we have these solutions and we make these solutions known to the public, the people in government will come begging? They will come seeking, because I have spoken with many of them. What they lack is ideas. They want the power, they have the power, but they lack the ideas. Have we on our own as an institute made these solutions available to the public like a second administration? For instance, we are happy that we have our subscription. The best I know, ICAN is not being funded by the government. So if we have a workable solution which is being displayed, which is available everywhere, that one will not make the government to cut our funding because the subscription is there. That one will not make us to be less effective if only we have the national interest at heart, if only we want to do what is important. I am not sure we have done that. If we have not done that, I plead with the incoming executive to please spend money on research. Let's sacrifice personal interest or selfish interest. Let's put the nation ahead. And let's actually do something that will make us relevant. It's not the certificate that will make us relevant. It's not the name. It's what value can we put on the table? What will make the government shake? What will make the opposition government to come to us to say, if the present government did not recognize these people, the opposition government will use us as a selling factor for the election. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Nimfa Zolbong, membership number 28505 FCA. My question has to bother on the issue of welfare of ICAN members, and those members are financially committed members. Any point in time, you click to our financial section, you find out that they are up to date. And then we have a member that was diagnosed with a kidney problem, and we wrote to ICAN to come to our aid in January, and then ICAN responded that one Mrs. Julius Funke will attend to the matter. We didn't hear anything. We wrote a reminder, and up to date, we have not heard anything. And to believe that this is an urgent and an emergency issue, which ICAN is supposed to have taken action on that aspect, but we have not heard anything. The second thing I will have to talk about is the issue of Annan University. My members raised a question that what is the position of ICAN members when it comes to the issue of Annan University? Can we, as ICAN member, attend the university? Thank you very much.
Revered President, the 56th ICAN President, and all council members here present, permit me to stand on existing protocol. My name is Owecho Gabriel, membership number 046604. I want to thank you, ma, for a great achievement within this short period. In fact, every time I watch the news, I see you all around the country because of what ICAN. And I also want to thank your council member for their great support to this institute. Ma, I have for their great support to the institute. All your achievements, ma. Still an achievement I want to point out before all of us here. Professional colleague. the long overdue bylaw was reviewed by you, not minding this challenging 19. I want to thank you, ma'am. Very big thank to you and to that committee. Thank you very much. However, I want to say one or two things about that bylaw. As important as that material, the fight is nowhere to be found in our own chapter here, the Abuja chapter. I want to talk about the bylaw that I have here today. I got this bylaw from another chapter totally, that is not an Abuja chapter. So that makes me to be very, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about the executive of Abuja chapter as regard that. These are my observations now. Number one, eligibility to contest election at the district. Some of us have intention to come and serve the district, serve ICAN in one way or the other. If you check out in chapter 3, subsection 2B, it's talking about how to be eligible to serve. And that section said you must be an elected member. You must be an ESCO member consecutively. You must be there continuously for 3 years before you will be qualified to contest an election. And outside that, we have ex-official. Ex-official come in by appointment. That shows that they are also not qualified. If you must be 3 years before you can contest an election, then how do people like us that have interest of coming to serve be able to contest election at the district level? So my recommendation to that, I'm appealing, if they will bring it down and said if you will be an active member for 3 years and must have served in different committees for you to qualify to contest an election, I think that will be very, very fine, and I'll be very, very happy about that. That is one. 2, the bylaw also talked about membership secretary. And in the entire bylaw, there is no section that gave out the function of membership secretary in the bylaw. I've gone through the bylaw over and over again. And I want to recommend here that, if possible, like this Catch Them Young program. Yes, ma'am.
Chief Alaribe. Chief Alaribe. Chief Alaribe. Please. Your attention is needed here, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, my question is on the reviewed bylaw. I've thanked your committee for a wonderful work done. And there are observations there, like section 3 of that bylaw, subsection 1B talks about eligibility. And there it states that you must be an elected executive continuously for a period of 3 years before you can contest an election. And outside the executive, the next people we have there are the what? Ex-officials. And they are not elected. That shows they are not even qualified to contest an election. I now said, if that is the case, what will now be the entry point if you want to serve as an ESCO at the district level? My recommendation, I'm appealing, if they can put it that you must be continuously active at the district for 3 years and also must have served in different committees, so that would be an entry point for you to contest to be an executive at the district level. That is one. The second one, also section 3, subsection 1, talked about the membership secretary. And the position of the membership secretary in the entire bylaw, they did not assign a function to the membership secretary. I now said, my recommendation there, if at all they can say, okay, membership secretary, because of the Catch Them Young program of this administration that will come to stay, if they can assign that as part of his own function, the membership secretary in the bylaw, and any other function that will go along it. Then the third one, which is the final one, is section 4, subsection 1B, This section is talking about chairmanship of an electoral committee. And they now said in that section that the past chairman of a district will automatically become the chairman of an electoral committee. I now asked, supposing there's an election dispute, who do we run to? Because at every point in time, the council are busy going around and attending to other functions. So I am pleading with them. Why not look for people who are so committed at the district level, make them electoral committee chairman, and the past chairman and other chairmen can be there and play advisory role, also as a dispute resolution committee, and I think it will go down well. That is my recommendation. And there are one or two other issues. If you check out the bylaw, we talked about an ex officio. There's a place that talked about 3. One to be appointed by, one will be the past immediate chairperson of the district. But if you go further, another place is contradicting that first paragraph, which is page 10 in this place. It's talking about 4. So if you look at it, there are other 1 or 2 other issues. If our president will look at that, and with your time, if you are able to help us resolve this, it will go a long way. Thank you very much, and thank you for your job all day. And before me here, I have the bylaw and my submission. Thank you very much.
Please come. Please, we have just 2 more people to go. Let's just go straight. What is it? Did you raise your hand before? Apologies, sir. After this, I'll take permission from the president. But please let me make do with the people that raised their hands.
The chairman, the national presidents, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Daniel Chukwu, membership number MB003535. I called it fully because I had a surprise at the bank. I entered my number 003535 and it brought out a student's name. So we tried it many times. I had to go to the institute to clarify, to find out what the matter was. They told me that I should add MB. When we added MB, my correct name came out. So I'm just saying it so that some of us could also take note of that. When you are entering your number, put MB. Otherwise, it will treat your number as a student number and give you a student name. Then coming to my question, I want to ask a question on what I will call vexed issue. Vexed issue. I call it vexed issue because my predecessors in office, my Ogadem who have served and retired, fought on this matter. The issue of granting practicing license to chartered accountants in government, in public service. It has been long, and all the members here will agree with me that this matter has been there for a very long time. And each time we come up, the answer they normally get to will be to say that the act, ICAN Act, is the problem. And I know that ICAN Act was written by members. So ICAN Act can be corrected by members. I want to say that in the public service, those of us who are professional auditors there, I am from the Office of the Auditor General for the Federation, and I am a director as at today, as it pleases God. Those of us in the public service, especially practicing as auditors, I can tell you that we have the experience in every area of auditing. Every area. I say so because we go to offices in different industries, be it hospital, be it petroleum, be it whatever. We have the experience. And after garnering the experience like that, by the time you retire, you go and start approaching your brother who could be a retailer, selling one thing or the other to help you to learn the trade. I don't think that is good for the profession. I almost shed tears a little while ago when a colleague of mine, a very junior director compared to me in terms of when promoted, when he was retiring, he gave me his business card. His business card showed that he was a practicing, not was, his reason is, because he is still alive, showed that he is a practicing national accountant. And this is somebody who qualified as a national accountant less than 18 years ago. I am 29 years experience as a chartered accountant, and I cannot practice my profession. I do not know, this is agonizing. To some extent, I would say it is annoying. That's what I want to ask, to say, the council, please pardon me if I use language you don't like. I am saying it because it has been long. We have been pursuing it until this event. I do not see why somebody 18 years experience as a national accountant should be practicing accountancy, practicing as an auditor. 29 years experienced chartered accountants cannot practice. My question is, what is it that is holding us from allowing those who are adequately experienced and who have met all the necessary criteria for practicing, not to practice? Their only offense is that they are in the public sector. So I want to be informed, please, what the position is and what the institute wants to do if it has not been corrected. We want to be given license to be straight. Then that's on that. The other one, I want to comment a little. Ma, please. I want to comment a little, yes, on the second person who spoke here, on the issue of the Big Four, because he mentioned the Office of the Auditor for the Federation. And I want to say that the Office of the Auditor General had already, long time ago, done something to assist. And what is it that the office did? When we saw that some big firms were not allowing the to get jobs, the Office of the Auditor General, in its own, and without anybody's prompt, decided to peg the place you can serve as external auditor to any federal government agency. And the number where you cannot stay in any government agency, federal government agency, more than 5 years. If where you are working, they so admire your efficiency, your ability, your integrity, they can renew your engagement 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but it must not be more than 5 years. I think the Office of the Auditor General has already played its role in that regard. That's on that. Then the other information, please. Sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the other one, I don't know what the institute is doing. Last time, the national president of ANAN paid a courtesy visit to my boss, the Auditor General for the Federation. This was about 2 weeks ago. And I attended that courtesy visit because we were asked, all the directors were asked to attend. And I tell you, from what I heard him tell national accountants, there's fire on the mountain. What is it? He told them that ANAN has succeeded in taking up the public service, and that ANAN had already registered itself in every facet of the economy, that the only remaining area is private sector employment. I am saying what I heard. Private sector employment. And he gave them a kind of explanation for that, promising that they will conquer it. What was the explanation? He said, he asked them, put yourself in the position of employer. You want to employ an accountant, and somebody came, 2 people applied, one of them, you know his mother, you know his father, you know his uncle, you know almost everybody in his family. That's for one. The other one, you don't know his father, you don't know his mother, you don't know anything about his family. He asked them, out of these 2, who will you employ? Everybody said the one they know the family. So after he now explained that that is what is happening between them and ICAN. That is between ANAN and ICAN. That the private sector is still giving them headache to take it over because ANAN had been there for long. And ANAN has been ICAN had been there for long. And ICAN had become a family name, household name, such that every employer in the private sector know about ICAN. But that ANAN is not known. That many people have not even heard about the name ANAN. He told them that is the problem. That when a chartered accountant, a member of ICAN, apply for a job, the people who will employ will have heard about ICAN, known about ICAN for long. Whereas when a national accountant, maybe the employer has not even heard about national accountant before. So this, I decided to bring this to the attention of our organ. Let them know that this is the position. There's need for the institute to set up. Today, the Accountant General for the Federation is an ANAN member, a national accountant. Today, the Auditor General for the Federation is an ANAN member, a national accountant. We competed for it. I competed, and I know that I was more professionally qualified than him. But why did I lose? Nobody behind Daniel Chukwu. It was a one-man show. I had to do the best I can. So I am appealing to our leaders, to the institute, to please see what they can do to help our members. There's fire on the mountain, the way I put it. We do not want, having been first for long, will now come and be the last. Not only being the last, but the matched last. So let me stop. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The last but not
afternoon. My name is Olaliko Said, number 13355. I wanted to talk about, I think some of our professional colleagues have mentioned them, but I just want to maybe make 1 or 2 suggestions. With respect to I think that we can, I don't know, whether the institute can actually influence policy with respect to joint audit, particularly with the Big Four or the big firms alongside with the small firms. Because I remember with the International Development Committee, which I am familiar with, if you come for an audit, if it is I mean, they usually make it like a joint audit, in which case you could have Pricewaterhouse alongside with one small audit firm that will be matched together. Then the other point I just want to quickly also suggest is that with respect to MCPE, I know that they said if we do not meet probably 90 credit hour for 3 months, then, 3 years, maybe we may not be eligible for 1 or 2 things within the institute. I think that's also affecting some of our members, because I know that some of our members, they belong to more than one institute.
more than one institute, and they have different probably obligations to those institutes in terms of attending meeting here and there. Now, if there is a way in which ICAN can relax certain things, if you know, because I think the purpose of MCP is to upskill the members in terms of upgrade their skill. So if they are attended different meetings here and there, and they have done, serve in other different capacity, I think we should also put that into consideration when we talk about the MCP. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We quickly want to give recognition to some of the people that came in while the question was going on. Over to you, Joy.
We have the Chairman of Accountant General Chapter, Mr. Zubairu Salau, FCA. We also have the Chairman of Auditor General Office, Mr. Chuku, FCA, and the Chairman of CBN Chapter, Mr. Friday Ajilo. And finally, the big masquerade, a smaller big masquerade, sorry, a council member. He walked in while we were in the question session. I want to recognize Mr. Sylvester Nwana, FCA. You're welcome, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for those questions. I believe that your councillors are ready to respond to these questions. I don't know how much time we have left, but I would have requested that some of our colleagues who are in government can say a word or two to us if there are any areas they want to respond to on the questions that have been raised by our other colleagues. Okay, so let's quickly go to the question. We have 9 instead of 10. I think somebody stepped down. Probably his question had been taken. The first one from Philip Achinze, 4974. Members' dues. He recommended that we should create a life membership cadre to pay a bulk sum that does not have to pay again. I think this also came up from a recent interactive session that we had. I can't remember where, but recently, and at Mowe, during the Mowe, is it Mowe? Yes, recently, and we promised that when the Mowe communicated to the Institute, the council will look at that. So Registrar C, please, in your next presentation, I think you should send it to the correct unit that is supposed to review that, and let's look at it. Really, I'm a member of CIBN. When I was an executive director in the bank, they paid $500,000 for me as life membership. I'm retired now. I will not have that kind of money to be paying for CIBN subscription, but I'm still a current member because I elected the option to pay for a life membership when I was still in paid employment and my employer paid for me. So I think it's a good suggestion, but the Institute and the Council in its wisdom will study the numbers and come up with a decision shortly on that matter, since it's resonating again. I don't know if any council member has anything to add to that, or we should go to question number 2. Is that okay? Can we go to question number 2? Thank you. So question number 2, Mr. Alemo Peter 3101, members' faith in public service. What will it take ICAN to move our head office in Abuja? Reposition ICAN for greater visibility. I don't know if any council member want to take that. Is there any council member that want to speak to that? You want to say something?
Thank you, Madam President. He was referring to head office for annex. Oh, okay, annex. I'm surprised because we have Akitola Williams' house there, and I'm sure you should know about it when we are talking of having annex. Maybe it's in different operation or capacity that is referring to, that is directing his question to. So for me, I think we have that's not to say that we cannot have more presence in terms of operation, but to say we do not have any annex or representing the institute in Abuja is not correct. Thank you.
Any other comments on that area? Does anybody want to say anything more? All right. Thank you very much. We will not shy away from the fact that ICAN as an institution, we need to be more visible. ICAN as an institution, we need to have more presence at the center. That is the truth. Whether we like it or not, it is the gospel truth. If it doesn't happen in our generation now, not too distant time is going to happen. My counsel is, now that the matter is coming from yourself, you know, we say we're going to speak the naked truth and face it. Some time ago, I engaged the registrar chief executive of ANAN, and he was telling me how they moved to Abuja, and they found out that it was the best thing that happened to them, but we didn't go into other details. What he said to me was that their presence, the office of the president, the office of the registrar chief executive is now in Abuja, and they had reasons for doing that. But because you know we are brothers, Anan and I are brothers, we are special, but I use the word special. I just listened patiently to him. And all the concerns that ICAN will be having today, he tried to explain to me that those were no issues in terms of the staffing, the relocation cost, and that they gave options to the staff that if you don't want to go, we'll pay you for 2 years. That they all came to Abuja, and they're all happy that in Abuja. So it's something that the Institute will look at it. If we cannot even address it now, it's not something we will run away from for too long. But having said that, the council in its wisdom, they are doing a couple of things. We, as an institute, have applied to, okay. Okay, I understand it will be aired, so I would like that we shut down this bit so we can discuss this other point I want
to be grand patron, so that they can help to tutor us, mentor us, coach us as much as possible, and we can experience it with to be at the ICC for other events, to read the profile, so permit quickly call them and we, Madam, correct them with this mantle. Welcome Alhaji Haruna as our grand patron of the Abuja district. Please help me celebrate him. Welcome, sir. Much for accepting the task to be our grand patron. I'm sorry, I should have invited our vice president first, you know, protocol. Invite our vice president institute, Mrs. Comfort Olujumoke Eyitayo, as our grand patron also. You know, it's a rare privilege for you. It's only Abuja district that can do this. Please help me celebrate her. We are going to decorate them with the three of them together. Yes, ma'am. The third person is our, of course, Aja Quinsley Segosime, MNI FCA. Our president will now decorate them as the grand patron of ICAN Abuja and District Society.
All right, thank you very much, Madam Chairman. It's always good to recognize people who have contributed positively to everything we are doing. I think that Abuja and District Society are doing now. So, entire membership, I want to please appeal to these patrons that it is more responsibility that they are expecting to run their operation. So, as you wear this banner that is district is higher. So on behalf of the Abuja team, I want to decorate the Vice President as a grand patron of Abuja and District Society. My boss But you're supposed to come and join me. Eh? You have a pin or something? Okay. So we don't have a pin, but at least this is it. Congratulations. All right. Yes, but yes, it's okay. Thank you very much. The next grand patron is our ranking council member, Alhaji Haruna Umma Yahaya. On behalf of Abuja and District, come now. This is my boss. We decorate you. Congratulations. We expect much more from you than you've done before. Congratulations as our grand patron. Okay. Last but not the least, their mama, Hajia Queensley Sofurat Segosime. You've done great things for this district. They are happy with you. That's why they are recognizing you. Thank you, district. Please, you continue to do more. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. Want to repeat? All right. Okay. All right. Please, can we put our hands together to appreciate these great women and men of ICAN? Thank you so much. Yes, please. No problem. Yeah.
I want to call the ESCO to come and take a photograph with them quickly. Just 1 second. Okay, and our district coordinator, Alhaji Balogun. Come and take picture of photograph. So she will.
The fifth for Great Institute, the first Deputy Vice President, distinguished council members, and all our members. On behalf of the other recipients today, the patrons, I wish to appreciate the Abuja and District Society for this honor done us. Incidentally, it's like it was planned that the patrons are all MNIs. So we on their behalf, I pledge our support to this great district society, and we will continue to be there to support every activities that the district may require us to support. Thank you very much for this great honor. We accept it with due responsibility. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam President, make a remark. I think I have 1 or 2 minutes to do so. I would like to start by sincerely apologizing for coming in. I drove in straight from Abuja to come Kaduna to here. I believe all that need to be said that have been said. Just highlight 2 or 3 issues which I believe we need to take, we need to discuss and do justice to in other fora. 1, I'd like to draw the attention of the district about acquiring a befitting office. During one of our Zoom meetings, this issue came up. And I know COVID-19 had greatly affected us, both. But please, this is an issue that we should not look aside. This is the capital of the nation, and this is the preeminent profession, and this is one of the leading societies of the institute. So you need that. The other issues which are meant for another time, the issue raised by the president in response to one of the questions, that the issue of joint audits, and we should not look at that alone. We have problem of fees. We also have problem of retaining the jobs. We have problem of merger in order to create synergy, and also the pressures that we have. We need to look at this and holistically in another forum. We have a pressure of litigation, even though we are not a litigious society as such, in respect of the accounting profession. We have time pressure from the client, especially when their reports are needed by either the National Assembly or to General Office or the General Office. Then we have the pressure of declining fees. We have problems here which we will address it in the appropriate time. But by and large, those of us in practice, we discover that our problems come from our colleagues who are heading the finance divisions. We need to look at this holistically and tell ourselves the truth. Then finally, is the issue of the influences of any profession. Every profession is influenced by politics, the economy, and the culture of that society. We cannot run away from that. So I want you to look at it in that context when we are talking of the ICAN University, the ICAN Event Center. These are very important. So thank you very much for listening. But these are the issues I believe we need to thoroughly discuss at appropriate forum. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you very much. Our coordinator, Alaji Tijani Musa Isa. Representing the permanent.
Mr. Fadi, please come and make a very brief remark. Mr. Fadi is representing the Permanent Secretary, General Services. SGF, right?
Good afternoon, the 56th ICAN President and the council members and fellow colleagues in this occasion. Basically, some of the issues that we have addressed are very important. We continue to look at them more critically, in the sense that I know from the point of government, we know that we are doing some things to help the system, like encouraging members to attend conferences, and of course with some challenge of numbers. That's why in the first instance we had this problem of sponsorship of members in government. And for instance, for some of us to attend this, it is 1 to 4. Every member of ICAN in the organization there, you have 4 members of ANAN. And when it comes to gains of number, we lose out in many cases. And that is what has been playing out. Number 2, integrity and accuracy bothers some of us a lot. Almost all the time, some of our members, sorry to say, are not living up to expectation. In terms of the professional delivery of services, I have even on my table a report by a member, and honestly, my desire then was to call the auditor, say this is not supposed to be that I belong. And this is, I'm saying it as a fellow of the institute. We should challenge ourselves. And another thing I want to say is that mentoring. We are to mentor those who are coming. Some of them have not worked except they read, they passed the exam. And so they need to be properly mentored. And what are we mentoring them? We said some of our members have occupied high position in the past. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Have they excelled, done better than others? Some of them are now facing EFCC or what have you. Some have occupied that same Accountant General's position. And I can tell you as a staff of that same body that some of them have not lived up to expectation because of an integrity question. So we should challenge ourselves as a take home from here. Check yourself. I should check myself as regards the issue of integrity. I know it's not peculiar to this profession alone. I've always talked to people. A colleague met me the other time trying to compare the other body with. By the time I spoke to him, I said there is one thin line. Everybody, both parties have issues when it comes to integrity. And we should check ourselves. That is the issue on ground. And in terms of mentoring and helping the upcoming, we should, as senior members of the institute, if you are privileged to be a head or leading the other, do it properly. Don't do what? Don't bully them, encourage them. Don't shut them down. I think I suffered part of it in the district, this district at a time, because I was telling the truth. In Abuja district, some of them who are here will bear me witness.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly recognize the presence of one of our past chairmen, Chief Fred Okunta, who led some time ago. You are welcome, sir.
Any other person?
Come on. One again. The secretary to come and make a very brief remark. Ajay, please, all the one member clap for her for me so that she can.
our 56th president, and my sister, members of the council, and my professional colleagues. I'm indeed delighted to be here today, and I really enjoyed every bit of what we've said today. But like my sister just said, he said that if we don't go into the politics, we will be led by those that will go there. And if in a country where the most intelligent people refuse to be teachers, then the foolish one will teach our children. And so on will the chain continue to go. We should try to be there, try to do what it takes to get to that leadership position so that you can help the upcoming ones. Politics, you can never run away from it if you want to be at the helm of affair. If you want to help to upcoming one, you must be in politics, either right at the front or supporting from behind. We at JTB, Joint Tax Board, which is the umbrella body of the tax authorities in Nigeria, we are actually having very few members of ICAN there. Many people have been elected executive chairmen of various internal revenue services, but very few ICAN members are there. And the procedure of getting there is just knowing the governor, selling yourself a little bit. Don't shy away. Nobody will blow your trumpet for you, except you blow it yourself. On this note, I want to every one of us to look out to those positions. If you see there's a position somewhere and you want to get there and you don't know how to get there, tell the next person. Try to push. Get the support of our president and whoever you know can put you there and be there. Because if you are not there, you cannot help the upcoming one. On this note, I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to make this few remarks. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I need to recognize one of our past year emeritus, Chief O.C. Momo. You are welcome, sir. Okay. All right. Now, winding down, and I need to perform this onerous task of giving vote of thanks by thanking the physicists of ICAN, our own mother, our guardian and counselor, Dame Joy Adewoye. You have been very patient. Thank you very much, ma. This family meeting couldn't have held without your adequate support. Since we met in the Western Zona Conference, you have been giving us counsel as to how to organize this family meeting, and we thank God for his success today. Thank you very much, ma. We appreciate. Please, can you put your hands together? Next is our Vice President and the President-elect of the Institute, our own dear mother, Mrs. Comfort Olujumo. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your support since the time you've been our coordinator before you handed over to Alhaji Tijani. Thank you very much, ma'am. And what could I say? For the one that is behind the ladies, the elegant ladies, the queen mothers, Alhaji Musa Isa, the first DVP of the Institute and the coordinator of Abuja and British Society. We thank you very much, sir. Thank you for finding time, squeezing time, very tight schedule. Our past president, President Mercy Okwadido, was here, but he has left. We thank you very much. All our council members present, we thank you for your patience and for your love for this district. Also, our our Abuja district mother and chairman of the 50th Annual Accountant Conference and chairman of Intergovernmental Relations Committee, she has just left to attend to other important issues. We thank you very much. The Registrar Chief Executive of the Institute, Professor Ahmed Kumse, who has to leave also to attend to important matters. Our Abuja District and Society chairman, Mrs. Bosede Ikamuba, described by Dr. Balogun as indefatigable, tireless, and very shrewd administrator. Thank you for all your effort in bringing about this family interaction that we are having with our president today. Thank you very much. We want to thank the MD of NDIC, Alhaji Hasan Bello. He has left, but he made sure that he left behind one of his colleagues in the office, Dr. S. Oluyemi. Dr. Oluyemi, you are welcome. Please convey our gratitude to the MD of NDIC. All permanent secretaries present, the Director of Finance, Deputy Directors, Assistant Directors, Head of Agencies, and other senior members of the Institute, we thank you for your patience and for coming to associate. Also, all district and chapter chairmen and secretaries present, we thank you for your identification with us. Members of the Executive Committee of Abuja District and Society, we thank you all your effort in bringing about this family meeting, and it's very, very unique. Now let me go to the planning committee of this essential and most integrative and highly interactive Abuja family meeting. Please put your hands together for all the planning committee members who have done very excellently well. We thank you very much. And what can we do without you, all our professional colleagues? We have, I must have made the past chairman. Sorry, I must have missed that line, but forgive me, all our past chairmen who have been here since morning and patiently been with us and supporting their own. We thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much, sirs. All our professional colleagues, we thank you for your support. If we prepare this and you are not here, who will be listening to us? We thank you very much, and I say may the Lord bless you. Thank you very much, everybody, the pressmen and others who have made this occasion very successful. Our entertainers, we thank you very much. May the Lord bless you, and may you return to your abode in safety and thank you very much, everybody. Alhaji Shehu Aladire to do the closing prayer.
Now we thank you for being with us from the beginning of this. We thank you for today, we thank you for yesterday, and we're thanking you in advance for tomorrow. We pray that you'll be with us all through from the beginning and even after this program. We beseech thee that whatever the problem that we have had, which is in our mind, is only you that can really solve it, and we pray that you solve it for us. Now we are moving into the program of the Accountant Conference, and we need prayer to really start it. It has always been a good one all along, and we pray that this one should be better than the last one. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim,
Getting up the